What's up, everybody? So, are these the logs that you're trying to see on your Boundless prover? Yeah, me too. But I've been riding the struggle bus lately, so we got a lot to talk about. I think we should just jump right into it. All right, guys. So, first thing to know is that the proving competition concludes Tuesday, the 19th. It's Friday, the 15th right now. So, that means we have this weekend and into Tuesday to continue proving for incentives on base mainnet. So, at that point in time, this, August 19th, there will be a snapshot and 0.5% of the boundless token supply at TGE, which is token generation event, will be awarded to those on the leaderboard here and those who have been proving. And that has been announced in this dev prover news here on X. If you're curious about the leaderboard, you can just come on over into the Boundless Explorer and you can check out the leaderboard, and you can see people are earning here. Provers are proving. And so that's the first thing to know. We have this first phase of the, it's incentivized proving competition coming to a close on Tuesday. So my goal between now and Tuesday is to try and lock and prove as many orders as I possibly can. Now, this has been challenging on mainnet. During, testnet on Sequoia, I was locking orders no problem, but it's been a little more challenging. And so I want to share some resources with you guys. And the whole point of this video is because I think we should just hop in my Discord where I'm working on this. And I will be pinning these things up. I'm going to try and just over this weekend and into Tuesday, lock and prove as many orders as I can before this ends. Also, I kind of want to get good at this because I can, I just think that it might be worthwhile in the long run. If you look at, some of these folks that are proving orders with their, hardware here, they're making a little bit of revenue. And so it's interesting. This is not the only project doing this. And so I'm going to link this post to the Zune individual who just, I'm not going to read this word for word right now, but it just walks through the process of what's actually going on if you're unfamiliar with it and you need that. And he kind of mentions here, what I found out to be true experientially, which is that you're running the default repo settings provided by Boundless. You are not locking and proving orders. And so I have just, spun up a brand new 4090 with the Risen 5950X, 800 megabytes down and 900 megabytes up. So we got some solid internet here and 126 gigs of RAM, and a 4090. And I am running a prover. And what I have already done, which this is kind of the whole point of this video, I want us all to hop into Discord and I think just share with each other and hopefully create a space where we can work on this together, because I think even after this incentivized phase ends for, pre-TGE era, I think this will be useful down the road. I mean, I could be wrong, but, that's kind of my game plan. And so if you're running this using Octa, I did a video about this a while ago, maybe like a week or two ago. You can kind of just follow along using this prover manager. If you have spun this up locally, you should know what you're doing. The broker.toml and the compose.yml are what you need to edit. As far as I know, I'm doing my best with a lot of this stuff. It's a little trickier than I thought it was going to be. But what I have decided to do, so that I can keep my settings when I switch from machine to machine or rent new server, is just push this all to Git. And so I have that linked in my Discord. And what I want to do with you guys now, is, just show you my exact settings. And so you will essentially just, if you want, you can kind of pull up two screens here. And do this side by side, and or however you want to, but you can copy and paste my settings. I have been getting decent results with this broker.toml, and so I still need to edit my compose.yml. But you guys can just look in this Git, and if you have a similar machine to mine, you can go ahead and kind of start with editing these settings. And one thing I have read, not in Zune's post, but another one, is that, yeah, you want to also make sure, I think it speeds preflight up a little bit to have images cached. And so there's a whole bunch of settings that you can just see I have tweaked here. And in this commit, I actually, I was running a Risen 4090. I'm sorry, a 4090 with the Risen 9. So similar to what I'm running now. And then these are my settings, okay? And so I also strongly encourage you guys to figure out what your peak proving hertz are. you can see mine are set to 600. This is from a different 4090. And the way you do that is to run this benchmark, which hopefully you guys are doing. And you can pop over to make sure when you're running the benchmark that you are using off-chain order IDs. And you just come on over to the Explorer, you find some orders, and I'm actually going to make this the large screen here. And you will just copy and paste some of the orders and make sure you just have off-chain orders. And you're going to grab a few of these orders and let them run all for your benchmark so you can see what your peak proof hertz are. And you're going to comma separate them, by the way. I'm just going to get a couple of these here. We'll do 3. And I'm going to let those run. Whoops. So that I can see what my peak proof hertz are. And so, yeah, this is sort of my process. I get a new 4090 on Octa with, decent specs, similar to kind of the ones I've been using. And I have my broker.toml and the compose.yml, and I, obviously run the benchmark. And you're going to want to come over into your compose.yml. And if you don't know how to get to that, you actually, you can't reach it from the prover manager. You have to come on over into, I think it's root boundless. Yeah. And then you need to just edit. It's right there, compose.yml. So nano into that. And the settings that you want to change, I believe, well, I just kind of like compare them. So here, I'll show you how I do it. You will, I think it's easiest to just look at, the difference here. So this is the edited one that I had tweaked. And I think it's the execution agent comment or whatever. I upped the memory limit on that guy. Oh, get out of here. Yeah, so X agent, yeah, so I have the memory limit at 12. And so I'm just gonna, bring that up a little bit. The CPU's at 6. Another helpful resource that I will leave in the Discord and also linked in this video was actually given. This link was given to me by this Jang X user, and he's super duper helpful. And this breaks down each section of the of the broker.toml. And, kind of like what is happening and, just if you want to learn what's actually going on there, that document kind of breaks it down pretty good. And so I'm just going to real quick run through here and up the things that I know are going to make me more likely to prove orders. And again, your mileage may vary, which is why I think we should all come together and kind of like just test our different hardware and see what we're getting. So I have the memory limit 2 there on this broker common. So let's scroll down a little more. Services, Postgres, no, not Minio, not the Grafana. Ah, there we go. I think I need to add some lines here. Okay, so let's get to the, I guess it's the execution agent 0? Yeah. Yeah, so I have under the execution agent, execution agent 0 common, execution 1, I have added in here, let's go, not capital, mem underscore limit, and it's 12, right? Yeah. And then we're gonna do CPUs 6. Whoa, no, not there. There we go. CPUs 6. And then the aux agent, let's get a space there. That memory limit is at 256 megabytes, I guess. We're gonna up that to 1 gig. We'll leave it at, as soon as the GPU prove agent. This is way lower than it should be, right? My GPU prove agent should be, I have a 24 gig card here, so I'm gonna up that. We're gonna allocate a little more CPUs, CPU, I guess, threads. And I think that's it. So I got my GPU prove agent memory limit 24 and 6 there. So there we go. Let's just check on the REST API. Yeah, that's all the same. Cool. So now I have my compose.yml tweaked and edited a little bit to hopefully lock some orders. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. remember my broker is running, and so I need to. Well, now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to restart it, the manager, and I want to stop the services. So when you edit your broker.toml and your compose, you need to stop the broker. I'm sorry. Yeah. Stop the broker and run it again. So I'm going to stop it right now, and then I'm going to restart it so that my settings can take into effect. And we're going to start broker. Good. It looks all is well. It looks like it's going okay. Let's make this the main thing we're looking at here. And then we're going to check out the logs and see how this is going. All right. Now, in the other video, I showed you guys, what RPC I'm using. I'm actually using BlockPy now. If you guys are using Alchemy, I'm about to just spin up my own entire node. So, all right. So let's let those settings run and see how it goes. I think you guys should just, I'll leave the links in the video description and we can kind of like help each other. I will, share all this and hopefully we can come together and start locking some orders here. And guys, make sure you come back into your broker and edit your peak proof hertz. Once the benchmark is done running, it'll spit out, the correct setting that you should tweak your peak proof hertz to. And so I have done that. And there's a couple of these other ones that I want to play with, and you will see, you'll go through these and tweak your settings. And I, again, am going to leave links to all this in the video description, and I'm going to leave the exact Discord channel. I'm going to be trying to work on this between now and, the end of this incentivized portion, which I think I said was Tuesday, the 19th. And I want to try and prove as much as I can. And then, then post TGE, we'll see what's going on there. So hopefully you guys can kind of follow along, edit your compose.yml, your broker, and we can prove lock and prove some orders. So hope this helps some of you guys out there. If you have questions, and let's work together and see if we can make some revenue here.